Okay, Samantha, morning once more. I think their network is bad. Today we are going to have a science and technology lesson. We are going to continue
Yes.
on energy and fuels. That is our topic for today, energy and fuels. Okay, we are going to do a recap where we are going to define energy and fuels. Do you remember what we said about energy? Can you define energy for us, Samantha? What did we say? What is energy? If you can remember, we said if you can jump, if you can walk, if you can eat, okay, which means you have energy. So how can you define energy? In your own way, in your own words, it's okay. How can we define energy? Energy is the ability to do work, okay? Energy, it is the ability to do work. When you are able to do any form of work, you have energy. When you talk about jumping, that is work. For you to jump, you have to have energy. For you to walk, you have to have energy. For you to work, for you to do a lot of things, you have to have energy. So energy is the ability to do work, okay? And we talked about forms of energy. We said there are many forms of energy. Do you remember any form of energy that we talked about last time? Any form of energy that we talked about last time? We said there are many forms. Charmaine, may you unlock your video? There are many forms of energy. Where we said we have electrical energy. You can give me your own type. We have electrical energy. Any other type that you still remember, Samantha? We said we have electrical energy. Yes, Samantha. Any other form of energy?
Light.
Sorry?
Light.
Light energy.
Light.
Yes, that's correct. Light energy. Any other? Yes, Samantha, you can talk.
Solar.
Solar energy, energy from the sun. Yes, we talked about that one.
Thermal.
Thermal energy.
Thermal.
Thermal energy, you say that's energy from burning fuels like coal. Yes, we find it in Wange. Another form of energy, sound energy, which you say we get it from different things like the radio, even people produce sound, cars produce sound. That's another form of energy. Any other type? Yes, Samantha?
Kinetic.
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 Yes. Kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is energy produced by moving objects. Okay. If I say stand up, walk to the
Yes.
bed, walk to the front, you have kinetic energy. Kinetic energy, when a car is moving, when you are driving, the moment you put a key and you start the engine, okay, as the car starts reversing or the car starts to accelerate to the front, which means that car is kinetic energy. It is moving. Yes, Samantha, another type.
Sound.
Sorry?
Sound.
I cannot hear you.
Sound. Energy.
Yes. Yes, that's another type of energy. Potential energy also is another type of energy you talked about. You say that is stored energy. Like, for example, Mrs. Mlotshwa is sitting here, she has stored energy. You are sitting there, you have stored energy as well. Which means that if we say stand up, okay, and walk, you start having kinetic energy. Potential energy,
Yes.
when a car is parked, it has potential energy. Okay, it has potential
Yes.
to start having kinetic energy, it has potential to move. Okay, when a person
Yes.
is eating, that person has potential energy, they have potential to eat, potential to walk, potential to talk, potential to do a lot of things, to jump, to clap. That is potential energy. Okay, thank you very much, Samantha. You
Yes.
helped us do a good recap of last time. Today, we are going to learn, we want to get more deeper into these types of energy. We want to talk about
Yes.
hydro. Today, we want to get deeper. We want to talk about hydroelectrical energy. Can you hear me, Samantha?
Yes.
You can hear me. So
Yes.
today we are learning about hydroelectrical energy. We want to get into it, get deeper about it. Where does it come from? Why is it important to us at our level? Why are we talking about it? Why hydroelectrical energy? Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So we are saying that what is hydroelectrical power? Where does it come from, Samantha? Where does it come from? Where does hydro?
Kariba.
From Kariba. In Kariba, what is there? What is that thing that is in Kariba called? What is it? Yes, it comes from Kariba. What is the thing that is in Kariba? What is inside?
Water.
Water, yes. Hydroelectrical power comes from water, okay? Yes, it comes from
Yes.
water. So as you are starting to write your notes, please take this down. Take that water power is a very valuable source of energy. Water power is a very valuable source of energy. Water power is a very valuable source of energy. Okay, water is valuable. Water is life to people, to animals. It is valuable. It is also valuable as a form of energy. That's how powerful water is. Okay, it's not about
Yes.
drinking only, keeping us bathing, washing our clothes. It also provides us with power, energy. Okay, water cannot have
Yes.
power. Let's take this down. Take down that water cannot have power. Water cannot have power. Water cannot have
Yes.
power unless it is flowing. Water cannot have power unless it is flowing. Which means that for hydroelectric power to be there, water must flow, okay? The power, the energy comes from flowing water. It must flow. The third thing that you must take down that water flows must flow from a high place to a lower place, okay? Water must flow from a higher place to a lower place, such as a river at a waterfall, okay? Yes. That's why Kariba is close to a waterfall. What is that waterfall called? Kariba is close to a waterfall. Do you know that waterfall? There is a waterfall that is close to Kariba there. There is a waterfall that is close to Kariba. It is also one of our 7 wonders in the world. It is one of our tourist attraction centers in Zimbabwe. It is a waterfall, the largest natural waterfall ever in the world. People come from all over the world to look at this waterfall. Do you know this waterfall, Saman? It is called Victoria Falls. It is called the Victoria Falls. It is a falls, yes. The Victoria Falls is a waterfall, okay? So water must fall, okay? There must be water flowing for energy to be produced. Okay, let us define the word hydroelectric. Hydro means water. Can you take that down? Hydro means water. So when you say hydropower, we are actually saying water power. The word hydro is a scientific word used when we're talking about water. Okay, the moment you hear something say hydro, this, which means that object contains some water. Okay, there's moisture that is there. Hydroelectricity is produced from falling water. Okay, what I said, it is produced from falling water. Usually, the water is stored in a dam. Remember that Kariba is a dam, Auntie. Do you know the Kariba Dam? Do you know it, Samantha? Let me show you a picture of the Kariba Dam. I hope you can see it. Can you see it there, Samantha?
Yes.
Yes. This is the Kariba Dam. Do you see how big the dam wall is there? Okay. Then the water collects in there, okay? You see these small holes there? They are opened for water to come in, okay? This water will be flowing inside, generating that water, generating that energy, okay? That we were talking about. I'll tell you how everything happens. This is the Kariba Dam, okay? It's a place that you must go and see and ask questions, because when we are learning about energy and fuels, we always talk about hydroelectrical power stations, because Zimbabwe is one of the greatest hydroelectrical power stations, which even supplies other countries. We supply our neighboring countries with using this Kariba Dam, okay? We supply
Yes.
electricity using our Kariba Dam, okay? So your next Your next subtopic, can you write, how is hydropower generated? How? Because people say water makes electricity. How is this done? Because you are asking yourself, people will ask you, how is this water done? Because it's just water. How does it become electricity? We want to talk about that. How does it happen? You can be asked, Tyrone Spenton, please unlock your video. You may be asked to explain how this water is changed. Remember, we said last time that energy can be converted from one form of energy to another, which means there is a certain type of energy that is there, that is converted into electrical energy. Just like the battery has chemical energy, you put it in the remote, okay? And then it starts operating, it changes to electrical energy. You press your remote, you are able to switch on your TV. Energy is transferred from one form to another. Okay, all right. So this is how it happens. Firstly, the stage one, what happens? As the water falls, you can take that down. As the water falls, afternoon, Mr. Spenton.
Yes.
We have a science and technology lesson. Please, you may take down the notes. You can take down the notes. We are having a science and technology lesson on energy and fuels, okay? We are continuing from the last time. Charmaine, please, may you unmute yourself and unlock your video. Charmaine, unmute yourself and unlock your video. I'm also going to be trying to unmute you here. Okay, may you unmute yourself. Tyrone, we are talking about hydroelectrical power, okay? We want to talk about how is that water changed from water to electricity. What are the stages? What happens there, okay? Yes, I'm sure that time we're going to be able to go to Kariba and ask all these questions and see these things that are made to change just water into zesa, okay? What is zesa? From water to zesa. How does it happen? The first stage we said, as the water falls, that's stage one. As the water falls, it spins the blades of a turbine. As the water falls, it spins the blades of a turbine. I'm going to spell the word turbine for you. As the water falls. Welcome, Charmaine. Are you able to hear me? Charmaine, can you hear me? Charmaine, can you hear me? So we are saying, as the water falls, it spins the turbines, okay? As the water falls, it spins the turbines. I'm going to show you all these things. We take it down, then we're going to discuss on it. Turbines is Turbines. Turbines is Turbines. That's turbines. As the water falls, it spins the turbines. So when the water comes in, as it falls, there are some turbines that this water will spin. It spins and spins and spins them, okay? As it spins the turbines, the second thing is that the rotation, this is the second thing, you can take that down, the rotation of the blades, as the blades go round and round and round, the rotation of the blades causes the turbines to turn, the rotation of the blades, they cause the turbines to turn the electric generator that produces electricity. Okay, let me show you a page that will illustrate what I'm talking about. Okay, can you see this? I know it's black and white, but can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, this is the water reserve, right? This is where the water is, okay? All right. So as this water gets in, there are some holes that are open there in the Kariba Dam there, okay? When they open them, the water will fall. As it falls, it will meet this thing called a turbine, okay? And then this turbine has some blades. Can you see these blades? Yes. These blades, they start rotating due to the falling of the water, okay? This water will be falling with pressure, with speed, with energy. As it falls, it spins the turbines there. As it spins these turbines, The water goes in, there is a generator there. There's a small generator. This generator is the one that will change that energy into electricity that goes through these electric things. Have you ever seen these electric wires on the road? There are poles,
Yes.
there is long rods.
Yes.
And you're told, don't touch that. If it sparks, don't touch. You call the ZESA people to come and look into it, okay? So this is what happens.
Yes.
We have our dam there, right? Our big dam there, okay? The water, they open the small holes there that they have. Then the water will flow in. There is a turbine there that is there down there. As the water goes in, the turbine will start spinning the water. Spins the water very fast, okay? As it spins the water goes down through this generator. This generator will start, as it's also spinning as well, it is now turning the energy of the speed of the movement of that water, that kinetic energy. Remember we said there is something called kinetic energy, which is moving energy. The moving energy of the water is changed from kinetic energy to electrical energy through this. So sometimes you might find that they can give you a diagram like this, and then they say label it, okay? This will be the water source there. Down here comes the turbine. Can you see that is the turbine? The turbine inside,
Yes.
there's some blades there. These are the blades that rotate fast. They rotate fast, and the energy transferred into the generator. This is the generator, which spins the energy from kinetic energy into what we call electrical energy, the one that you are able to watch your TV, manage to connect to your Wi-Fi, and all those things. This is what happens at the Kariba Dam, okay? This is what happens at the
Yes.
Kariba Dam. All of these things, one person managed to think that you can change water. Remember, it must come from falling water. As the water is falling through, comes down to the turbine, changed by the generator from kinetic energy into electrical energy. This is the energy that comes through the boosters. These are ZESA wires. I'm not sure how we can refer to it, but there are these poles. I'm sure you've seen them every time when you're driving closer to the road. They are always there everywhere where we have our residential areas there, okay? So this is what happens at Kariba. This is what happens at Kariba, okay? So when we talk about
Yes.
hydroelectrical power, at our level, we are not just allowed to just say hydroelectrical power comes from Kariba. We go deeper, okay? We talk about how does it really happen, okay? So we are supposed to know how it happens. I know that by using a chart, it is a bit hard, but I'm sure you can see how this happens. The hope that we are going to be able to go to Kariba, okay? After this whole coronavirus is out, we go to Kariba, we are able to see all these stages, see these turbines, see these generators, how everything transferred from kinetic energy into electrical energy. I'm going to take a pic of this and I'm going to send it to you so that you also have it in your phones, okay? So that you can have it in your phones and you can refer to it all the time. I'm going to take the picture for this because it can come in an exam like this and you're asked to label. What is this? What is a turbine? What is inside the turbine? What is this? What is going on? You may be asked to label this picture. So you are supposed to know exactly what happens. This is what happens in this is how we get hydroelectrical energy. Okay, all right.
Yes.
So we are saying that with the last time when we talked, we say that energy can be changed from one form to another. At Kariba Dam, we find that the water that is still, as it moves and as it falls, it has kinetic energy. That kinetic energy is converted into electrical energy through a generator, okay? There is a turbine that spins the water and makes the water to have kinetic energy. And that kinetic energy flows through the generator. It is changed into electrical energy. That's how we get our ZESA. You hear people saying, ZESA comes from Kariba. Okay, so which means if there is no water at Kariba, that's why we cannot have electricity in our homes, because we need that water to be more for it to flow and create a lot of energy, which is kinetic energy that we can change from kinetic energy into electrical energy. So if there is less water, which means less electricity is going to be produced from there. So do you understand why they say if there is no rain at Kariba, there is less electricity? Do you not understand? Because we need that water to be a lot, and for it to be a lot, it has to flow and produce kinetic energy. That kinetic energy is the one that is produced as the turbines are flowing around it. And then it is changed by that generator. This generator is a big machine, a big thing that changes and converts it into electrical energy. So without water at Kariba, without water, we are not able to generate our hydroelectrical energy. Okay, all right. Another type of energy we want to talk about is thermal energy. Thermal energy. Thermal energy is energy from fuels. A fuel is a material that burns to produce heat. That's a fuel. A fuel is a material that burns to produce heat. For example, who can give me an example of a fuel? Any example of a fuel?
Petrol.
Petrol, yes, thank you, petrol. Yes, Samantha?
Diesel.
Diesel, wood. Okay, that wood is also a fuel. Okay, coal is a fuel. So the fuel that is used at Wange National Park, at Wange, is called coal. Coal produces thermal power. Okay, so the thermal power, the fuels are bent, they are just bent. They are bent to give the power needed to turn the turbines. You saw those turbines that were there at Kariba Dam. They are there as well at the thermal power station, okay? So now, at the thermal power station, you have to heat the coal. You have to have a lot of coal. Remember, at Wange, it's a place where there is a lot of coal. Mining happens there, there's a lot of coal. So that coal is heated, okay? They have to heat that coal, and when they heat that coal, there is that energy. That coal is able to turn the turbines again. You see? Turbines are turned, generated, electrical energy comes out. So there's a lot of conversion of energy. We said energy cannot be lost, but it can be converted, it can be changed from one type to another, like kinetic energy to electrical energy, okay? So energy can be changed from one type. You can have potential now, you stand up, you have kinetic. So now, even at these power stations, the thermal power and hydroelectrical power, the different energies are changed differently to produce a different energy. We have the thermal power station heating, okay? You heat that those fuels, you spin the turbines, kinetic energy, change the kinetic energy into electrical energy. Okay, so this heat is the one, this heat will boil water to give steam. The steam will then be compressed, and that's the steam that passes through the turbines. Passes through the turbines, spins the turbines, just like what it does in hydroelectrical power station. The same way is done as well in the thermal power station, okay? So the same manner that we discussed, which is this page that I told you the last time, this is the main way that electrical energy is generated in Zimbabwe. Remember, we get our energy, electrical energy from thermal and hydroelectrical power. Although people are now using solar, but most households are still relying on electrical power, which comes from Wange National Park and Kariba. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you, as water falls, what is the first stage that happens to the water as the water flows into the Kariba Dam? Where does it go? What is the first stage? What is the first stage? It flows, and then what is the first stage? What is it that it meets first that will turn it? What do we call that thing? Yes, Tyrone? Yes, Tyrone?
Turbine.
A turbine, yes. There's that turbine. So the turbines are very, very important because they are the ones that spin and produce that energy that we need. Yes. So after the turbines, what happens? What is the next stage after the turbines? What is the next stage from the turbines? What happens? There is, from the turbines, we have kinetic energy. What happens? It has to pass through something for us to get our electrical energy. Where does it pass through? passes through something that starts with a G. That starts with a G. It passes through something that starts with a G. Yes, Samantha?
Generator.
A generator, yes. It passes through a generator. Okay. So you can tell me the energy conversion. In the turbine, what type of energy do we have? In the turbines, as the water is spinning, what is that energy called? What is
Kinetic energy.
Sorry? Tyrone?
Kinetic energy.
What is it called?
Kinetic energy.
Kinetic energy. Thank you, Tyrone. That is correct. From kinetic energy to the generator, what is the energy that comes out through the generator? Samantha? What is it called? The energy that comes out through the, we said kinetic energy will be changed into what type of energy? The energy that we use at home. What is the energy called? Yes, Tyrone?
Thermal power, I think.
Sorry?
Electrical.
Electric power, yes, that is true. So I hope you managed to understand our lesson. We're still going to do a recap again because with energy and fuels, we are dealing with a lot of scientific issues that are happening, okay? And also as we are dealing with it, we are doing it theoretically, okay? So we'll need to, remember we said that if our coronavirus passes through, we're going to have a chance to go to the Kariba Dam and manage to see ourselves. See these turbines, see this energy, see this kinetic energy that is being changed from kinetic energy to electrical energy. It is indeed a very good scientific view for all of us. Okay, this is the end of our lesson. I'm going to give you a chance to say goodbye to one another before we close our lesson for the day. Okay.
Bye.
Bye, Tyrone. Bye,
Bye. Bye.
Upload. Please have a nice weekend, okay? Enjoy your weekend. See you again on our live lesson on Monday, okay?
Yes.
Okay.